Welcome back to another day here on the pixelborn Lorcana client. Today we're going to be playing Chernabog's Puppies, but is it better? I've made a few changes to the deck. This deck, surprisingly, is one of my most popular deck lists that I've put out. 10,000 views on YouTube, 10,000 views here on the dreamborn.inc website. Is it still any good? That's the question. So I've made a few changes. The deck largely wants to ramp out things, get into your Plutos, your Stitches, start drawing cards quickly. There's the possibility of using the Pride lands in conjunction with either Cusco or Simba for an even cheaper, just snowball effect with Stitch and the Pride lands to just play out the whole deck. That is in here. If your opponent manages to start wiping out your pieces, Chernabog's in here to get your pieces back, but also Chernabog becomes really cheap, and a 9/9 question for 3 ain't no joke. Now, the big change we've made to the deck is we have made the inclusion of Kita, Protector of Atlantis. So one of the things this deck would run into that it could have problems with was we could quest this turn, and if our characters survive, questing next turn is victory. However, you can't quest this turn without losing your pieces to combat. Kita is here to try to solve that problem. There are a few issues with the deck. Kita here is probably the card that would come out, the little Kita, because you usually don't want to shift early, but she is in here for that potential early shift. But her ability to shift early doesn't make a lot of sense because your pieces aren't really in play. You're looking to play this as a late game, aha, you can't attack me thing. So I would take this out to solve one major issue with this deck. We cannot fight evasive characters. Our deck wants to race, so if we find ourselves in a position where we feel like we have to fight back, we're already in a losing position, a very difficult losing position. Usually if you find yourself having to fight, you've already lost the game, unfortunately. But yeah, there's no way to combat evasives at all in this deck. So I would definitely take Kita out for something. Maybe we'll see a round 3 of me trying this deck at some point. I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna have some issues today because this deck may have been popular when it first came out, but people have adjusted to the meta, and usually once adjustments have been made, these decks that initially do really well don't do so well anymore. So I do expect today to be pretty rough. But with that, there's a link in the description down below. I'm giving away a bunch of stuff on the shelves you see behind me for the Patreon tier 3. Become a member of Patreon right now. You'll get entered to this raffle. We're going to be doing this giveaway April 7th. So that's coming up in just about a week and a half from now. Tier 3. Also, I'm trying to go to as many of the Challenger events as I can, except for the Canadian one and the Texas one. I've explained my reasons for not going to those in previous videos if you're interested in knowing the reason why I don't want to go to those ones. Or not that I don't want to go, but can't go. There is a link down below for a site called Coffee. Basically it's just a donations place. It's to leave a tip. It's named Coffee because, buy me a cup of coffee. I'm using it to see if I can't raise enough money to go to 4 of the Challenger events. Not necessarily to compete. Getting tickets is wildly crazy and very improbable, but it is free to attend the events anyway, even though you can't compete in it. They plan on doing side events and stuff, and I want to go to meet you guys, just to hang out and bring my paper decks, and we can get some games in. I think it'd be a lot of fun, but I do need some help if I'm going to manage to go to that many of them. So the Georgia, Chicago, Las Vegas, and Seattle are the ones I am looking at. Link in the description down below if you want to help out. Hope to see you there. Mirror match, okay. I bet you they're going to be a lot heavier on the Amethyst though. Okay, I got Plutos. I also technically have Kita. Huh. My thought is to get rid of some stuff to look for Stitch. I think Kita's just a better late game play. I don't like any of those. Those are awful. We're gonna start with Chernabog. They don't need to know we got Little Pluto. Right, we play Little Pluto, it kind of tells our opponent that we're rocking another big Pluto in the hand. Looking for a shift queen here. Wow, I'm just getting absolutely trolled by my uninkables today. I'll keep it. Well, not ideal. Let's see, I have 14 uninkables in the deck. So I have 10 left to go in here. So 1 in every 5 cards is uninkable, basically. Pretty close. Absolutely okay with the trade here. Not gonna get it. Got some ink. I could utilize this Pluto here, but I don't think I will. I'll wait a turn. Next turn, I just need an ink off the top, and Pluto's coming down as a bodyguard. Oh, it's a villain's deck. Whenever this character quests, your other villains get +1 lore this turn. Ink off the top. That's what I'm looking for. Shift bodyguard. Alright, so far not so bad. I have nothing in the graveyard. Chernabog's sitting here a little unhappy. Alright, what are we thinking? Shift or hardcast? Shift. They're gonna trade. Or it's not even a trade, just both their characters take down Pluto. Wow. Brutal. We knew it was a possibility, but they stalled for so long. Well, that's 2 characters in the grave. Getting absolutely trolled today. I could technically go up to 6 and then throw both of my characters, well, one of them, I'll sack Chernabog to his ability if he survives this turn, and throw both of our characters at them. And then Chernabog comes down. 9/9 is still really strong against the Queen. Challenger 3. They'll have just enough on there to pretty much trade their board, though. Get rid of Chernabog. I may just have to do it. Alright. Gonna get rid of the followers. I could do it. Pretty much sacrificing a Lucky here just to get Chernabog down. Let's see, they're on +9, +8, because Queen doesn't give it to itself. So if I did that, I'm pretty much asking to lose the game. So I have to use Lucky's ability. I'll take all 3. Alright. Just hoping for a chance to get to swing back. I only get to take out effectively 1 character. 2. I could take down the Little Queen. So Big Queen and Little Queen. Possibly Queen of Hearts. Ah, the Queen's Castle. Chernabog's Followers is probably one of my most popular decks. And I have a feeling today we're gonna just get absolutely destroyed all day. Yeah, it's got like 10,000 YouTube views. It also has like... Oh, how many was it? It's like 10,000 views on Dreamborn.inc. Like, it's by far one of my most popular decks. And I have a feeling we're just gonna, we're gonna lose all day. Alright, it takes out my ability to take out 2 of their characters. Basically, I have to take down Queen of Hearts here. Well, Pluto does nothing, so I suppose I can get Stitch down for free. And I have to take out this Queen. Them drawing an extra card's not really the problem. It's all the extra lore they're getting. Now they only quest for 4. Still pretty much lethal. My other characters can't really take down the other stuff. And then of course there's the Queen's Castle I gotta deal with. which Chernabog can take care of, but then the characters just win the game. I think he wins right now, actually, because of the castle. Yeah, the castle. Castle. Amethyst Steel. Go in second. Don't need Chernabog in the hand. Don't need 99 puppies in the hand. Bare necessities would be good for getting swords out of them. And we'll throw the pretty much everything else back. Puppies are always a good choice to throw back. And I don't need duplicate stitch. I really like the puppies because they're so easy to mulligan away. And they're also great ink. Like, you really don't have to think about them. Opponent says well played already. You're like, ah, I got Captain Hook. I guess you've lost this game. Let's go. Like I said, I don't need 2 stitches. We're gonna see a fire the cannons or a ba-boom. There, go ahead, quest. Let's keep the board clear. Oh, something to defeat their Cusco? Probably. A Dalmatian? Probably. I like Dalmatian here instead of Stitch, because it has the chance to sing the bare necessities if we want. Another Capitan Hook. I will still just continue to attack their characters. Opponent's down to 3 cards. Now they're up to 4 because of the Cusco trigger. Alright, let's go Stitch. Let's go Cusco. Next turn I'll have to play the bare necessities, just in case there's a swords. Hopefully there's no shift Captain Hook singing a swords. That would be awful. Alright, opponent's definitely thinking about it, so let's just pay for this. No swords. Good. Oh, it's like a Hades Titan deck. Very weird. Alright, next turn they're playing Beast. We're gonna ink a puppy. I'm sure that Captain Hook would love to take out something. For sure we're seeing an ink into a beast, right? Pyros. Right? Because Pyros, during a turn, whenever this character banishes for the character challenge, you may ready the character. Alright, so it's just ready to just attack everything. Happy to trade these 2 Cuscos for a few ink and a few new cards. Just resist 2? Just resist 2. I will trade you for a card. Not bad at all, huh? I genuinely don't mind. Chernabog's gonna just rock these guys. Trades with them both, but definitely takes them out. There's the beast. The resist really doesn't matter here. It's the card draw I'm after. Alright, Chernabog's online no matter if he attacks or not. Alright, I like it. Our chances of drawing Rockstar Stitch are gonna dwindle when all these cards go back to our deck. But Still looks good. Yeah, we're gonna ink you. Play a Chernabog. Get a Pluto down. Pass the turn. Yeah, our chance of getting Rockstar just greatly diminished, but we will see. Resist 2 across these guys is largely meaningless. That Hades is obnoxious, though. So I can quest for 6 on my turn. The resist is big, though, with the Pluto. Bare necessities, probably largely meaningless at this point. Let's just do a normal shift. And we're gonna go for it. I think it's gonna be tough for our opponent to... Like, they have the power. I think they could probably pull it off here. But it will be tough. So Lithos can't really attack Pluto here. Pyros gets 2 attacks, though. Thanks to Hades. That means Hades doesn't attack. Should have attacked with Captain Hook first, because then Pyros would have got the untap. Now they're debating if they need to trade 2 Titans. Now, do you need to trade 2 Titans? That's the question. You don't want to trade 2 Titans. Plus 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So only going up to 13. If I play Stitch and wait, that's 3, 4... And then puppies, 5, 6. If I gain the 3 now, I'm only gaining 2 with puppies. Alright, so I just need Stitch and Chernabog to survive this turn. So unless they draw removal here, which they might, and they did. Putting damage on Chernabog, though. Oh, they don't know about the 99 puppies. Oh, they top decked a Pinocchio? Are you kidding me? You know today's not my day. Well, the resist was stupid. Oh, the Hades resist. That's got resist 8. Do I just play a Rockstar? I'm in the same position as last time. I think I just play a Rockstar. Pass the turn. Alright, same position. We see my opponent can do it. They can get out of it. There goes Little Stitch, right? Alright, opponent's pretty much just on quest for victory at this point, especially with Hades. Man. This video is gonna be nothing but me losing games, isn't it? First 2 games already lost? Like, that's bad. May as well send your beast. Alright, I gotta win right now. How do I do it? I don't think it's possible. Most I can get is 4 points here. I have no quick ways of questing or getting points. Yeah, that's just game. Gaining the 4. That is game. Man, my opponent 2 turns in a row, able to just get out of it. What are the odds of that? Today is just not my day. Not well played at all. You got super lucky. I had 2 very, very powerful outs. Ruby Amethyst. And go in second. Oh, gross. I'm gonna lose every game today for sure. Definitely don't need these guys. Don't need you. Bare necessities. Take the friends out of their hand. What did I just say, puppies? Don't need you. And locations, huh? So they're either planning to bounce it. Man, I got a lot of 1-drops. Bounce it or literally any other character. And that Pascal's untouchable. Wow, okay. Looking for a fox. So I will instead trade Chernabog for a card. Lucky's pretty good. Mickey Mouse. So there's brooms in the deck? What a weird variant we're playing against. There are brooms in the deck. Alright, well, I'll take my card back. Works. That does work against me having Chernabogs. If I ink... well, I have to ink, right? But if I play Bare Necessities, I'm risking not getting my Shift Stitch. But definitely want to get friends on the other side. There it was. If I play this Stitch, I'm in trouble. If I keep this Stitch, I have a guaranteed Rockstar. Alright. If I draw something else inkable, then I also know that Stitch here is a card draw. RLS Legacy. Wow, glad I kept it. Start attacking. Arguably, I could be questing, but RLS now dies the Stitch on my next turn. Let's see. Well, they can't attack first, right? Because then they just die. So it's questing and then a fox. Alright, now this quest, then fox comes down. Scott Rush! Wow. Are we actually going to see the brooms be meaningful? Well, let's deal with you. Gonna have to deal with this RLS Legacy another way. Gotta ink ya. Lucky and a Pluto. I gotta deal with the Legacy, but I think using Lucky's ability is going to be better. Either way, it'll take me 2 turns of attacking with Lucky in this state. And a Queen's Castle. Uh-oh. Ooh, gross. Well, let's see. Could make my character cheaper. Yeah, I'm not gonna beat these locations. My characters aren't meant to be attacking, I'm meant to be questing. By the time I deal with them, my opponent's board's gonna look way different as well. They don't even really need to do anything. Gonna trade that Pascal, huh? Okay. These two take out the legacy. And then I got enough damage next turn to deal with the castle. It's just, it's so much that you don't want to be doing. Oh boy. You can't choose to not do his ability, even though he has no damage. I do find that a little ridiculous. Peter Pan's questing for 2 as well. They definitely should have moved their Peter Pan. Because I didn't have the damage to take out the second location. Alright, now they quest with Peter Pan. I take out the castle. I have no way of dealing with Peter Pan, honestly. There's nothing in the deck to deal with that evasive threat. Like, literally nothing. I'm looking at the deck list. I have nothing that can touch this Peter Pan. Like I said, you don't want to be on the offensive with this deck. You want to be questing. Yeah, we just flat out lose to Peter Pan. Doesn't even matter anything else they have. Well, not great, but that's what we had. Could I have gotten there? If I would have quested with Stitch instead of attacking, we maybe could have got there. Okay. Steel Song. Second. Not ideal, but not bad. That is a lot of Dalmatians. You know, the upside with the Dalmatians is we pretty much get to throw all of them back into the deck. That's a lot of Stitch now. Should have threw the Stitches back. Should have threw at least one Stitch back. Alright, what do you think, opponent? What kind of deck are you gonna be? Obviously songs. Gotta watch out for swords. And they're gonna have the shift as well. They're also gonna try to ramp. Man, I could have really used a Pluto. Alright, well, let's play something that can take out that Pluto if they decide to use it. Got a little flexibility with the Chernabog's followers here. I could take out the Pluto. Could also trade it for a card draw. Card draw and a lore. And bodyguard. Okay. Are you gonna now utilize that Pluto? You're not. Okay. I got a lot of kings and princes going on. This is good news for me. Let's quest. Let's deny it because I still like the power up there. Get my own Simba in play. Alright, turn 4 is the turn for the Pluto to shift. It would be ideal if we can get rid of it before turn 4. Otherwise, it's going to be problematic to take care of. Alright, well, the Simba's definitely going to quest here, right? To protect Pluto. So far, opponent's deck is very much low to the ground. Low to the ground and bodyguards. Not so much on the... Oh, well, it still has some removal. Of course it does. Now Simba gets to take out Chernabog. Perfect choice of cards for my opponent to have. Okay, several options here. Can't necessarily go wide, so I think just getting the most power in play. Doesn't really matter which one, but if I get Stitch and Kita down, I have the ability to potentially shift one of them next turn. Key to shift isn't so great because she's not going to be able to attack that turn. So if I was going to get one, I want to get Stitch. Questionable having this Kita in here, because shifting her down early isn't huge. So if anything, there's 3 copies of this Kita in the deck. If anything, this Kita would come out. Sad beast for a sad beast. Definitely gonna get the quest, so the Pluto's safe. Wrong Stitch. Oh, my draws are awful today. Effectively the same character. But, like I said, it never hurts to have both, I suppose. I doubt the beast is attacking. The card draw will definitely be a deciding factor here, so that beast isn't doing anything except drawing cards. And if it does anything, then, short of playing another bodyguard here, I suppose, having 2 bodyguards to protect the beast. 6-drop? Tinkerbell? Little John. It is another bodyguard, right? No, this is the one that bolsters bodyguards. And we are going to get a beast attack. Wild. Alright, well the beast isn't really a problem anymore. Of course, there's the rock star. Alright. We're gonna take down the Pluto. They got all the ramp they needed out of it, so they're well and truly ahead on that. Unless they're playing Dinglehoppers or Rapunzels, the beast shouldn't be an issue. They could be running Rapunzel. Like that is a very solid card to be running. Quest, and we're playing another Pluto. At this point, this Pluto's not that scary. Namari's ridiculous, though. What did I say? Today's not my day. Today's not my day to play. I think we just lost this game. Wow. Getting ripped up today. Straight away. Ketchup and mustard. Come on. Yeah, go first. Chernabog's puppies, but better, with the inclusion of Kita and the bare necessities. Alright, well we don't need Chernabog straight away. Kita's nice. Lucky's also good, but he's uninkable, so he's a little far. Let's rock this and see what we can replace them with. Alright. The only thing I'd be worried about is possibly the board wipe, but I don't think our opponent's gonna have it. Not in that type of deck. Would have been really great to get a big Stitch off the mulligan. But we will see. Kita for us, I think, is going to be one of those, if we quest this turn, we'll win next turn sort of deals. And she keeps her characters alive and going. Alright, I think we're going to do that. I do like the Dalmatian a little more than Stitch here. But I am going to go Bodyguard. This opponent is playing Ruby, so we can see Queen Rush. I just got my hair cut, so now my hat doesn't quite fit the way it used to. I feel it sliding down my head. Another Rush character. That's a great Rush character because it's got the 3 attack threshold. Of course I would draw a Pride Lands immediately after that, though. Okay. I think we're inking one of these bare necessities. I will continue, and I'll get a Pride Lands down. It's possible to top deck another Prince, but we will see. I should definitely have my deck list on the side. The only downside with playing the new decks every day, sometimes it's hard to see what changes I make. Alright, so we can still get Simbas. There's still Cusco's in the deck. That's another... technically it's a king, it's not a prince, but he counts. Cost reduction's nice. It's not the most important thing, but it's nice. Aha, they are running queen, so it's just gonna be kind of a rush aggro deck. Their own Simba. Cheapening something for a piglet. Oh, and there's a Kita. Too bad princesses don't count on the Pride lands. Well, let's give this a whirl. I'm not going to be questing with Stitch here. Too bad we didn't have the Rockstar. Not the most phenomenal opening hand. Several of our pieces didn't want to come together. A lot of rush from the opponent. Saw that Maui. Here comes another Maui. It's going to attack the Pride lands. Wouldn't be surprised to see Simba also attack it. -3 on a Maui is still 3 damage. There's a Rockstar. It's not exactly ideal here, is it? It's a little late is what it is. It does take out a lot of their board though, and then we just lose the Rockstar to Maui. Not my favorite play, but it needs to be done. Yep, it's unfortunate, but it needs to be done. Alright, the board's pretty much at 0, so opponent's 3 cards ahead of me. 2 cards ahead of me. Getting a dock down. Now if I have the ability to play Kita, I have to remember to attack first. Okay, I do have the ability to play Kita, so we're definitely attacking first, because I do get minus attacks on my characters as well. Kita's a 3/5, just like the Rockstar. Are you kidding me? Like, if you're gonna top deck a card, that's the card to top deck, right? And that's just pixelborn saying, hey, today you're gonna lose a lot of games. If you see that, if you're not a YouTuber and you see that, just know that is your sign that you're gonna lose a lot of games today. If you're not a YouTuber, it's a good chance to turn off the game for the day. No point in losing a bunch of games for no good reason. Oh my goodness. Alright, I've had enough punishment. We lost that game handily.